Well, good evening and welcome to Jopson Athletic Complex as we get ready to start this latest edition of the Bridgewater College football season. The 2025 effort begins here at home tonight against the Stevenson University Mustangs. Bridgewater coming into this game looking to replace looking at both these teams really having to replace an awful lot from last season. And for this Bridgewater squad, trying to return from a 6-4 season. They were 4-3 in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference last season. Meanwhile, Stevenson was 5-6 overall. All 5 of their wins coming in the MAC. They were 5-4 in the MAC. Head coach Ed Hoddle, Frostburg State 1999 grad, has been 82-59 in his years at Stevenson. He is entering his 14th season. Meanwhile, Scott Lem, the head man here at Bridgewater, out of JMU, graduating in 2008, 26-16 in his 4 seasons so far, and getting ready to start again this 5th contest. For Bridgewater, the 2025 schedule, they open up here against Stevenson at home. Next week, they are at Susquehanna. Then they welcome in Randolph-Macon on the 20th, go back on the road on September 27th at Averett. It is a second straight road game as October 4th. They are up I-81 to Winchester, or I guess if you're following the river, they are down I-81 to Winchester and taking on Shenandoah. October 11th, back home for Roanoke, the newest member of the Old Dominion Athletic Conference when it comes to football, and new associate member, Gallaudet, comes into Bridgewater on October 18th. Then the Eagles head on the road. They're at W&L on October 25th. November starts on the road at Hampden-Sydney, and the 2025 regular season campaign completes itself here at Jopson Athletic Complex in a home game against Guilford. Eagles are 14-6 at home under head coach Scott Lem, including 5-0 during the 2022 season. That was a really good one for the Eagles, where they finished 9-2 and even received some top 25 votes there at the end of the year. Bridgewater did hold quite a scoring edge here at Jopson last year, 193-79. Outscored their opponents while playing here at Jopson. Night games, they don't happen all that often, but this will be the second time in a couple of years that the Eagles have played here under the lights. They played Shenandoah last year here. And they had also played once before in the 2021 spring season. That, again, was against Shenandoah. So this will be the first time that they do not play Shenandoah here in an evening game at Jopson Athletic Complex. Let's take a look at your starters for tonight's ball game. First for the visitors from Stevenson. Jalen Knight will be the quarterback, a 6-foot junior, 190 pounds. He'll be handing it off to Louis Klauser, a 6-foot, fifth-year player. He's a 200-pounder. Tight end Shane Callan is a 6'3" sophomore. Then along that offensive line, right tackle is Raglan Powell, a 6'2" senior. The left tackle is Caden Cephas, a 6'1" junior. In the interior, the right guard is Cameron Shavers. Cameron is a 6'1" junior. The left guard, Trevante Pravat, a 5'10" sophomore. The center, Ike Shoulders. That is a perfect name. Ike Shoulders, a 6'1" junior, will do all that work in the middle of the field. Wide receiver, Seth Parker, a 5'10" sophomore. Dylan Johnson, a 5'8" junior. And Kari Walker, a 5'9" freshman. And that rounds out the offense for Stevenson. When the Eagles have the ball, Stevenson's defense will line it up like this. Teray Franklin, the defensive end, a 6'2" junior. Ibrahim Dial, a 5'9" junior, is the other end. Your defensive tackle is Tommy Fisher, a 5'11" senior at 290 pounds. The linebackers, Matthew Berry, a 6'1" junior. 5'10" junior Tyshawn Milligan is the other linebacker on the left side. Gabriel Shanks, a 5'10" sophomore. And Nicky Green, a 5'11" senior, rounding out the linebacking core. In the defensive backfield, Darius Henderson, a 5'8" junior, and Darius Thomas, a 5'9" sophomore, are your corners. The strong safety is Makai Harvey, a 5'8" junior, and it is 5'10" sophomore Darius Jones that is the free safety. So when it comes to the defensive backfield, 4 players, 3 of them named Darius. Maybe I'll just use first names. I got a 75% chance of being right on the coverage. For Bridgewater, the offense looks like this. The quarterback, Jasir Bateman, the 6'3" junior, gets the start. He'll be handing it to Brendan Robinson, the 5'9" senior. Tight end is Charlie Bratford, a 6' junior. Wide receivers, Ian Brown, a 6'11" senior, Tate Leach, a 5'7" junior, and Evan Welch, a 6'1" senior. Along that offensive line, the tackles, Antonio Harris, a 6'3" junior, as well as Grayson Huffman, a 6'3" sophomore. Right guard is Anthony Morozic, and Damari Roberts will be on the left side in the guard position, a 6'3" freshman. The center, Jack Morningstar, a 6'2" junior, weighing in at 290 pounds. On the defensive side of the ball for the Eagles, the defensive ends are Kyle Beer and Shaylin Green. Beer, a 6'1" senior, Green, a 6' senior. Tackles on the inside, Andrew Brown, a 6'2" senior, and Daryl Dawkins, a 6'1" junior. The linebacking core, Aaron Nice is back for the Eagles, the 6' senior. Oscar Whitley, a 6'1" junior. 6' senior, Elijah Choi, one of the captains of the squad, is your third linebacker. The corners, Kyle Galloway, a 5'10" junior, and Dominic Pettis, a 5'8" senior. The safeties, Jordan Harper, a 6' junior, and Amari Presley returns for his senior campaign, the 5'9", 175-pounder. That's how these two teams will line it up tonight. And now the national anthem. Marching, screaming Eagles giving us the national anthem here tonight as we get ready for football here at Bridgewater College at the Jobson Athletic Complex. Bridgewater welcoming in Stevenson University here tonight. The Mustangs coming down from Stevenson, and for a guy like me who grew up in Baltimore, their campus is in a very storied area of Baltimore. As part of their campus used to be the Baltimore Colt Complex. Their main offices were out that way. And matter of fact, one of those buildings still stands out there and I believe is being used by the university. Bridgewater would like to take an opportunity to thank their 2025-26 athletic sponsors. Eagle partners include this season Bridgewater Retirement Community, BSN Nike, Domino's, Door Gorilla, the Green Valley Book Fair, Lance Construction, Partners Excavating, and Centerra. To our Eagles partners, the Bridgewater Eagles say thank you. Waiting for the Eagles to come out on the field. Lights are on. Coaches taking their places here in the press boxes. Ready to kick off this 2025 campaign. Eagles have their crowd out, have their guys out there ready to deal with the coin toss. Looks like it is Kyle Beer, Tate Leach, Brendan Robinson, Jasir Bateman, are the 4 for the Eagles. It's Elijah Choi, excuse me, not Robinson. As Robinson actually led the team out on the field. I don't know if you'd say out of the tunnel. There is, there is none here. Stevenson on the far side is the guys that will handle the. It is Cameron Chavers, that junior out of Waldorf, Maryland. Jalen Knight, the quarterback. And it will also be Lewis Klauser, the starting running back, are the 3 coming across for Stevenson. A small but loud crowd across the way, making the trip down from Maryland. Getting the glad hands, and we'll see.
Captains first out tonight's game for Stevenson, number 13, Jalen Knight. Number 2, Lewis Closer. And number 55, Cameron Chambers. Bridgewater, the captains, number 1, Brandon Robinson. Number 9, J.C. Bateman. Number 11, Jason. Number 51, Kyle Beard.
Bridgewater has won the toss. What are they electing to do? So Bridgewater has won the toss and I believe elected to receive. And elected to receive. All right. Eagles will get the ball to start the 2025 campaign. I think trying to play to their strengths. I think they have a little more experience coming back on the offensive side of the football. And again, both of these teams having to replace an awful lot of talent on both sides of the football field. This is one of the few times I've seen both teams with brand new punters and kickers. But neither team used their punter or kicker. Well, the Eagles, Grief did get to punt once, but just one time all last year for the Eagles. Meanwhile, Stevenson's 2 guys did not play, at least not for the Mustangs last year. Doing the kickoff duties will be Micah Villu, a 5'11 freshman. He's out of Annapolis, played at DeMatha, one of the storied Catholic programs in the Baltimore area. And here we go. Villu ready to boot it away. Did some high school football last night, saw an awful lot of pop kicks. Robinson will field in the end zone and take a knee. And one of the Stevenson players was injured on the very first play. And I think that's one of their defensive backs, one of their seniors. That's Nicky Green, senior out of Lexington Park, Maryland, played at Great Mills, and he got up very slowly, and when he did get up, looked like his leg or knee was bothering him, and then decided the smartest thing to do was go down. And that hurts, again, and both these teams, again, dealing with inexperience and losing a lot of experience to graduation. and other reasons. And Green, one of the seniors on this squad, and one of the guys that they would have been leaning on in the defensive backfield. Linebacking core, excuse me. So here we go. Eagles will operate with Bateman under center. Robinson behind him. 2 wide to the near side, 1 up top. On the 1st and 10 play from the 25. Bateman takes a snap. Quick pass to the outside. Catch is made. Spins away from the tackler towards the first down sticks and gets dragged down by Stevenson's Matthew Berry. But the catch is made on the outside. Ian Brown makes the catch. The senior who had 24 catches last year has his first one on the very first play. They will move the sticks as they push it up to the 36-yard line. Bateman bringing Jervis over. Now sends Robinson into the empty backfield for Bateman. Takes a snap, back to pass, pumps, throws it a near side, in and out of the hands of Evan Welch. Throw to the outside. Welch just couldn't get it. Then it becomes 2nd down and 10. Clay got a chance, maybe throwing a touch behind him, but got enough hand and arm on it. Probably should have come down with it. Robinson, the lone setback. Now they send Jervis in motion. He'll join in the backfield. 2 wide here on the near side, empty up top. That'll be Robinson, second man through. Breaks 1 tackle and backs his way forward and squirts all the way to about the 43-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 8 for Robinson. And the Eagles on a hurry up here. Trips here on the near side. Give it to Robinson, and he is immediately wrapped up, and that play goes nowhere. So the Eagles most likely will have to kick it away, facing a 3rd and about 2. 4th. Oh, it's 3rd down. All right. 3rd and 2. That's what I thought. It was 4th down. That's what I thought. They just didn't change the dial-it down. It is 4th down. It's first game for everybody.
4th down and 2 from the 44-yard line.
So Grief will punt it away. The deep man for Stevenson is Devin Grant. Snaps a good one. Grief, high, wobbly kick that bounces, takes a Bridgewater bounce inside the 20, inside the 15, and will be down at about the 13-yard line. So the first drive for the Eagles, they do get a first down, but then sputter as they entered close to the midfield stripe. Stevenson will start at their own 13. Knight ready to take the snap. He's got it, fakes the handoff, throws to the outside, catch is made. He's immediately hit and cannot get away. They will lose yardage on the play as the Eagles sniffed it out and made the big play behind the line of scrimmage. The play made by the Bridgewater Eagles. Ty Johnson.
Lost a 4 play. That'll move the ball back to the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 14 for the Mustangs.
Closer, the setback. They'll send a man in motion with 1 wide to each side. Takes a snap, hands it to Closer, tries the left side, breaks 1 arm tackle, and then gets ripped down at the 10. So he'll get about a yard, and it'll be 3rd down and about 13. So on the 3rd and 13 play, Nice credited with the tackle.
It's 3rd down and 13 from the 10-yard line.
So they'll send 2 wide here the near side, 2 up top. Closer offset here from the quarterback. Takes a snap, back to pass. Has time, throws over the middle, incomplete as it bounced in. And Stevenson will go 3 and out and have to kick it away to the Eagles. So the Eagles defense puts them behind the sticks on the very first play, and Stevenson does not recover. Tate Leach is back to receive the kick, standing at his own 50-yard line. Snap upcoming. It's a good one. Kick is up. Beautiful kick. Leach will field at about the 48. Now has some room. Breaks one tackle and fights his way inside the 40-yard line. He's brought down in the open field by Brandon Adler, a sophomore linebacker out of Stevensville, Maryland. Lives in beautiful Kent Island area on the Eastern Shore. And they will mark the ball at the 40. So the Eagles will start in fantastic field position. Let's see what they do with such prosperity. Bateman with Robinson behind him, 2 wide up top. One here on the near side. He sends that man in motion. Now brings him beside him. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, surveys, throws to the outside, catch is made! Oh, Welch went up the ladder to make the catch, and he brings it down at about the 25-yard line. First down, Bridgewater. Oh, Welch with a nice play, makes up for the alligator arm earlier. Trips bunched up top. Bateman will throw behind it, and the ball will fall incomplete. It looked like the defender got there early, but it'll just be an incomplete pass, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Just looking for Brown back there. So now the 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 11 minutes left here in this first quarter. Now they'll go empty backfield as Robinson slips into the slot. Back to passes, Bateman surveys, throws over the middle. Oh, another great catch by Welch as he went upstairs again to get it. Wow, what a catch. That'll move the sticks again. Eagles in the hurry up. Bateman looking it over. Has Leach up top, 2 wide here on the near side, and Robinson beside him on the 1st and goal play from the 6-yard line. Oh, they do the razzle-dazzle. It'll be Brown. He's in easily. Ian Brown on the double handoff. And the Eagles draw first blood in the 2025 season. Extra point is up and good. And Bridgewater has the early 7-0 advantage with 10:26 left to go. This is Bridgewater College football on FloSports and the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. Bridgewater will boot it away. Couple of men back deep for Stevenson. Looks to me like it is Grant who is really the deep man. There's the kick. That'll go punch through the back of the end zone. No chance to return it. And Stevenson will start at their own 25-yard line after the kick by Miguel. Two men in the backfield along with the quarterback, Knight. Takes a snap, hands it to the second man through, breaks a couple of tackles, and then just gets completely demolished. Very short gain for Seth Parker, who had the carry and will get 1 yard. So 2nd down and 9 on something that looked fairly promising, but nothing out of it. Closer remains in the backfield, and they've got a little extra help for him. As Shane Callan, the tight end, will act kind of like a halfback here. Hand it closer, and he does not get there. Aaron Nice makes the play. After, again, another short gain, maybe a yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. A little chippy here, and the first time you actually really get to suit up and hit hard and do it against somebody who's not in your own jersey. Knight ready to take the snap. Sends closer to his right. Too wide here on the near side. Back to pass, has some time, now rolls out, looking to see if he has some green. He's being chased. He escapes one tackler. Can he get through another? No, he can't. He's dragged down from behind. And getting there in time is Oscar Whitley, the junior linebacker out of Powhatan. And they will have to boot it away. So Oscar Whiteley makes the play. And they will have to kick it away. Beautiful punt again. That sends Tate back to his own 25, 30. Now with a little bit ahead of his steam. Cuts at the 40, 45. Going to be knocked down, but he'll get near the midfield stripe. Really nice return for Tate Leach. And now a flag on the backside of the play as a couple of players got hung up. Looked like Tommy Fisher for Stevenson, and for the Eagles, Jamari Lewis. And I think if you're the referees, you had to make a call at some point simply because it was chippy to begin with. It was probably going to be that way until you called something. And the referees will back the Eagles up.
We had a face mask on the receiving team, number 10. The ball will be marked off 15 yards.
So a 15-yard penalty on a face mask against the Eagles. So Bateman, too wide here on the near side, one up top. Leach will hand it off. Nope, flag on the play already. And little pass to Tate Leach, but I think this is going to be a procedural penalty, and I think the Eagles will be going backwards again. Defense offsides. Oh, my. So that's a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 1st down and 5 for the Eagles.
It'll bring up a 1st down and 5 for Bridgewater from the 39-yard line.
So here we go. 1st and 5. Bateman looking it over. Back to pass, quick pass. Brown has it. Evades one tackler, crashes through another, and he's very close to the first down. Right at the 44-yard line. And I believe they're telling him move the sticks. So Brown with the catch. And for Brown, his second reception. Bateman delayed handoff up the middle and fighting his way to the 49-yard line. Really nice run there. Up the middle, I believe, was Horacek. No, Thomas Nelson. 5'6" junior out of Sykesville, Maryland. Played at Liberty High School.
Second down and 5 for the Eagles.
And for Bridgewater, Nelson will stay in the ball game. He becomes a yard up to the 50. But if you look at the yard markers, it's halfway between the 45 and the 46-yard line. So it's still more or less a 3rd and 5. Bateman looks it over with 2 wide here on the near side, 1 up top. Robinson, the lone setback, swap sides. Back to pass. Bateman looking it over, fires downfield and overshot Tate Leach. The Eagles will likely boot it away. As Bateman now 4 of 8 through the air. Right at 50%. Last season, Bateman completed 65% of his passes. Grant back deep to receive the kick. Grief. A lot of hang time and some good bounce the last time. Not necessarily a boomer. Grant waits at his own 10. Oh, that is a beautiful spiral kick that he will get out of the way. It'll die and it'll be down. Oh, there's the play. And that makes up for the face mask because that is Jamari Lewis downing the football at the 2-yard line.
48 yards down at the 2-yard line, and that's for the first down 10 for the Mustangs.
What a play and what a kick. Wow. So the Eagles defense given an opportunity again here with Stevenson backed up to their own 2. One man in the backfield with Knight. Takes the snap, hands it off. It's Clower. He's got some room. Excuse me, I think that's Emmons. I think that was Emmons. Yep, Edward Emmons getting his first carry. Emmons ran for just under 350 yards last season, averaging better than 4 yards a tote. Gets 4 yards on the first down carry and makes it a 2nd and 6. And gets them a little further out of the shadow of their own end zone. Knight takes a snap. Emmons again. Breaks through the line and will be about a yard or 2 short of the first down marker as he does break over the 10 to about the 11-yard line. Needs to get to the 12. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Stevenson looking for their first down.
51 Kyle Beer there to make the stop for Bridgewater. Gain of about 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 1. The Mustangs at the 11-yard line.
They are heavy on this near side. As he takes a snap, hands it off. There's the first down and much more. Emmons finally gets upended in the middle of the field, but only after picking up major yardage up the middle.
Emmons the ball carrier for Stevenson. Stop made by number 5, Amari Presley.
Presley makes the tackle, but not until after the first down of the ball game for Stevenson. And it gets them up to their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Knight looking it over with 2 backs in the backfield. Now sends 1 in motion. Takes a snap. Back to pass. Throws underneath. Catch is made, but they're going to lose yardage. set up the little screen, and the Eagles were not buying it. Well, they said incomplete, which is really a good thing for them. So they'll say incomplete. That was a smart thing to do. Emmons again in the backfield on the 2nd and 10 play. Trips here on the near side. Now they'll overload it with 4 as they send a man in motion. Instead, they hand Clower, and he'll get dragged down. Strong play right on the line of scrimmage for the Eagles. And that was Andrew Brown bringing him down. Got about a half a yard. It's 3rd and 10 after the Brown tackle right at the point of attack. Emmons in the backfield. 2 wide on both sides on the 3rd and 10 play. Eagles faking the blitz. Back to pass. Here he comes. Throws over to the far sideline. Catch is made. First down and a little bit more as the catch is made on the outside by Stephen Tatum. That is his first catch for Stevenson. Was not on the squad last year. Or at least not in the scorebook. And that gets them up to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Again. Knight starting to get a little confidence under center. Delayed handoff, and that was a mistake as he gets swallowed up right underneath. And the play is made by the Eagles. It was Kyle Beer, the senior, tackled for loss. Beer had 2.5 of those last season. He's got one already this year. 2nd and 11. 1 wide here on the near side. Sends the man in motion, takes the snap. It'll be a handoff up the middle by it. That's closer. And he'll get a couple of yards. They'll mark him up to the 33-yard line. So give him 4 yards on the tote. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Tatum is wide up top. He had the catch on the last 3rd down play. Dylan Johnson is also up there. Leading returning receiver. Knight takes the snap. Back to pass, has some time, steps up in the pocket. He's being flushed, and he's hit from behind and brought down. Looked like Kyle Beer again getting in there. Though one of the guys they're giving a lot of glad hands to out there for the Eagles is Wyatt Singletary. And the Eagles will force a Stevenson punt. Tate Leach stands at his own 30, awaiting the kick. As we are got about $1:15 left here in this first quarter. The Eagles on top by 7. Another pretty punt, but Leach going to have to come in, calls a fair catch, and makes it at the 38-yard line. That's where the Eagles will start this final drive of the first quarter. Up 7-0. The lone score, and Ian Brown, 6-yard run at the 10:26 mark of the first quarter. Capped off a real nice series for the Eagles. Bateman has 2 men in the backfield with him, with 2 wide up top and 1 man down here on the near side. Back to pass, sets up, throws over the middle. Catch made by Leach over the middle. Yes, it is. Tate Leach with the catch at the 47-yard line. About an 8-yard pickup. 2nd down and 2. So Leach with the catch. And that is his first catch of the evening. Bateman handing off to Robinson. No, throws over the middle. Catch is made. He's got room. Brown angling for the end zone. He's in again. Ian Brown, second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are on top 13-0. Beautiful play action fake by Bateman. And then fires over the middle. Brown with a quick swivel of the hips. Gets away from one man, and then his feet did the rest. Brown with a huge touchdown catch. Puts the Eagles up by 2 scores. Extra point coming up by Miguel. Grief with the hold. Snap down, kick up, and it is good. So, with 22 seconds left here in the first quarter, it's Bridgewater 14, Stevenson nothing. You're watching Bridgewater College football on FloSports and the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. After that drive, Bateman improves his numbers to 7 of 10 for 113 yards and a touchdown pass. QBR rating of about 198. Ready with a kickoff. Grant is deep. Grant will field in the end zone. He'll bring it out. He's at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, runs into a bunch of folks just over the 20 and gets dragged down after getting to the 22-yard line. That's where they will place it. So a 22-yard return out there for Grant. Devin Grant, a 5'8" wide receiver out of Woodbridge, Virginia. Played at Colgan High School. So Stevenson with another drive. Knight comes out. He's 2 out of 4 on the evening. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, plenty of time, loads up, throws deep, has a man, and the catch is made. What a catch in the center of the field. And that is Seth Parker. Huge play in the final play of the first quarter for Stevenson. 1 quarter in the books. Bridgewater 14, Stevenson nothing. This is FloSports and the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. One quarter down, Eagles on top 14-0, but Stevenson with their most promising drive of the evening is down to the Eagles' 33-yard line. First time they've been across midfield. Right before the quarter ended, a 45-yard strike from Knight to Parker. Knight fakes the handoff, throws, has a man, catch is going to be made. Huge hit, but a big first down. That's Dylan Johnson, the junior wide receiver out of New Orleans. He was their leading returning wide receiver. as last season he had 55 catches for just a tick under 500 yards. And now Knight is starting to feel it a bit. A couple of big passes. Not much rush coming at him. Closer in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, goes left side, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown from 6 yards out. And Stevenson is on the board. So Closer, only 4 carries last year. And now in this one, on his 5th tote, gets into the end zone. 5 carries, 16 yards, and a touchdown. Extra point upcoming. It is blocked. And now the Eagles are going to run it out of the end zone. Do they have an opportunity here? No. Knocked out of bounds. Trying to run it back for the Eagles was Coleman Strange, the sophomore defensive back out of Charlotte. So the extra point, no good. Blocked, and the Eagles are up 14-6 with 14:19 to go here in the half. We'll see what the Bridgewater offense dials up. Only have 18 yards rushing, 113 yards in the air. Robinson is back deep. Also back deep for the Eagles is Tommy Nelson. We'll see where Vialou puts it. Do they dare kick to number 1? Was dangerous last year to do such. Robinson averaged better than 29 yards at return on kickoffs last season. Long wait here. Now Stevenson will break. Remember, Stevenson will get the football to start the second half. Eagles won the toss and elected to take it. Whistles all over the place.
Good ball. Illegal substitution of the kicking team. 5-yard penalty.
So Stevenson with an illegal substitution. That'll back him up 5 yards. So now they'll kick it again. This creates an opportunity for the Eagles to make a return. Here we go. Robinson and Nelson back deep. Robinson will get a chance. So the kick comes down to him at the 7, to the 15, to the 20. Returns up to the 25, to the tried to break one tackle, now reverses course again. He's over the 30-yard line and keeps moving and gets up to about the 33. It's going to be exciting anytime he touches the football. So a 26-yard return, I believe. So Bateman, 2 wide here on the near side, 1 up top. And it looks like the offense moved. Looked like somebody on the left side of the line moved. The Eagles will be backing up.
Full start, offense, number 62, 65. 5-yard penalty, still Still first down.
They blame, well, do they blame Roberts and Harris? They say they both moved. They gave 62 and 65. Bateman back to pass as his man Brown makes the catch and immediately gets drilled down. But the catch will be made at the 35-yard line. So that gets them back not only past the original line of scrimmage, but a couple of yards and brings up a second down and about 7. So an 8-yard pickup. Brown's 5th catch already here in this first half. 2 wide up top. Brown alone here on the near side. 2 men in the backfield with Bateman. Now he sends Leach in motion. Delayed handoff to Robinson. He pushes his way through the middle for about 2 yards. They'll mark it up to the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5. Tackle for Stevenson, credited to Ben Cohen, 15. Bateman now 2 wide on each side. And now sends Robinson in the slot left. So empty backfield for Bateman on the 3rd and 5. Throws and overshot his man Evan Welch. Wanted Welch, but overshot him. Just kind of floated it out there and double coverage. Fortunately, did not put it in harm's way, and the Eagles will have to boot it away here with 12:43 left. Colorful sunset to our right, the direction the Eagles are driving. Blessed here in the valley, just the natural beauty of the place. Grief ready to boot it away. Grant is way back at his 20. It's the last punt drove him backwards, or would have. Delay of game for the Eagles. Huh.
We have a delay of game on the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Ball back to the 32. Grant will step up. Now backs up. He'll go to the 25. So he followed the yardage there, moved from his own 20 up to the 25. Snaps a good one. Grief gets it away. Shorter punt. This one will bounce down. Continues to bounce. And will be down at the 27, 28-yard line, around in that area. And that's where Stevenson will start. Down by a score. It's 14-6 Bridgewater as Stevenson gets the football back. And a Stevenson offense that seems to have found itself a little bit. I think Jalen Knight is feeling better about himself. He's now 4 of 6 through the air, 80 yards. Knight, 2 wide here on the near side and 1 up top. Takes the handoff. Closer gets big yardage over the right side. Just follows his blockers. The 5th-year man out of Coaldale, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is one of those deceiving states. A lot bigger than you think. Knight takes the snap. Handoff closer again. Fights his way forward and will be just shy. I think he got bent backwards before he got to the stick. So it'll be 3rd down and just 1 from their own 36-yard line. Stevenson looking to the sideline here on this 3rd and 1 play. Boatload of time on the play clock, not worried about that. Closer remains in the backfield. Nice credited with the tackle. after the first down run by Closer. Closer remains in the backfield. 2 wide here on the near side, 1 up top. Tight end in for extra run and pass protection now. Throw up top. Catch is made. Yes, it is. Catch made out there. And that's going to be Stephen Tatum again with the catch, the junior. Out of Baltimore, Maryland. Stephen went to Edmondson West Side, not far from where I went to high school. He was just a little further in the city than I was. But Edmondson West Side, could almost walk there from where I went to school. Throw here to the near side, catch is made. And brought down and out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Dylan Johnson with the catch. Mark it to the Bridgewater 42-yard line as Stevenson driving again. 2nd and 3. Wide here on the near side is Tatum. Closer in the backfield. He'll take the handoff and gets met immediately. Not going anywhere. Nice with the second man there, but the play made in the center of the field by the Eagles. Nice credited with the tackle, but I really thought it was Baylor Jones, 90. Third and 5. Knight with Closer in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, back to pass. Looks now he's going to run straight up the middle. He's got the first down. Nice quarterback keeper there. And by the time the Eagles were able to respond and the play was able to be made out there, he had the first down. But Oscar Whiteley makes the play, the linebacker out of Powhatan. But it is a first down inside the Bridgewater 40, now down to the 38-yard line. Trips bunched up to the right. The man in the back of that group is Johnson. Instead, it's Closer up the middle as they stretched him out. He breaks a couple of tackles and then just gets manhandled. Bounced off a couple of guys and now flags. There's a couple of guys getting into it out there. Look like Presley and Johnson getting involved. Looks like a flag going against the Eagles. At least the way the referee is headed.
After the play, we have defense, number 6, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. It's number 6's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
I think they really mean 5, but that's just me. Trips to the near side. Handoff instead is Closer, and he'll get stood up just after the line of scrimmage. Not much running room there. Singletary credited with the tackle. No gain, they'll say. And it'll be second down. Well, they gave him a yard. All right, give him a yard. 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard gain. Emmons is in the backfield now for the Mustangs. Behind Knight. Knight looks it over. Takes a snap. Back to pass. Fires towards the end zone. and out of bounds. No catch. Catch was actually brought in by Seth Parker, but he was out of bounds. A little too much air by Knight. And it'll be 3rd down and 9. Some substitutions being made. Stevenson brings in William Insko. Trips here on the near side, one up top. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Throw underneath. It's in the air. It got popped up in the air and fell harmlessly down to the turf. And here comes the field goal team. And I think the Eagles did something dumb again, the way they're reacting. So what was probably going to be a field goal scenario could be a 1st down.
After the play, the defense, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 0. It's an automatic 1st down. Number 0 is first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
So after a great play, the Eagles just can't handle prosperity. So here we go, 1st and goal from they say the 9. Yeah, 1st and goal from the 9. Emmons looks like the man in the backfield to me. It's going to be to number 2, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Seth Parker, the sophomore, gets in from 9 yards out. Parker, interestingly, listed as a running back on one of their rosters, as a wide receiver on another. He can do both. And that time it was the running back, Seth Parker. And the Powder Springs, Georgia product runs it in from 9 yards out. And I'm assuming they'll go for 2 to try and tie the ball game. Emmons the lone setback. Back to pass. Looks it over. Has plenty of time. And overshot Ensko. Incomplete. So 14-12 is your score. With 6:50 left here in the half. So the Eagles, who were going to get off the field with just a field goal attempt, instead give up the touchdown after the unsportsmanlike penalty. They've had a couple of huge penalties on that play, on that series. The Eagles have really hit themselves and hurt themselves in the penalty department. Five penalties for 50 yards. Just 2 penalties whistled against Stevenson thus far. "30 plays run by Stevenson, just 17 run by the Eagles so far. Robinson and Parker, the 2 deep men. Nelson, excuse me. Here comes the kick. Robinson handles in the end zone. He'll bring it out. 5, 10, 15, head of steam to the 20, 25, to the 30. Gets hit from behind, loses the football, and it's recovered by Stevenson. Recovered by the kicker. Stevenson with a giant opportunity here with 6:40 left in the half. It'll be at the Bridgewater 46-yard line. This defense that has been on the field for so long. Again, 30 plays to 17. And now Stevenson right back on the offense after the fumble. And don't forget, defense will be right back on the field after halftime because the Eagles took the opening kick. Handoff. It's 2 again. He's taking it down after a gain of about 4 on the play. So Seth Parker, second carry of the evening. Makes it about a 2nd and 6. Football just inside the 43. Knight looks it over. That's closer with him. Fakes the handoff, back to pass. Here comes the rush. Steps back, throws. He's got his man. Catch is made at the 5-yard line. And it's Seth Parker on the receiving end. It has been the Seth Parker show here of late. And the Eagles defense, which has been hung out to dry really by the offense and by their own penalties, continues to be on its heels. They'll mark it at the 7. Closer in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, runs right up the middle, and gets brought down after a gain of 2. Collapsing to make the tackles, Brown. And Lane, I believe. Second and goal from the 5. They did get 2 yards. Stevenson looking to take their first lead of the night. Sends the man in motion. Instead, Closer tries to cut, and he gets held up, and he will lose yardage. Nothing doing. And that looked like Lane again. Lane and Nice, and Lane has had a couple of really nice plays here in a row. The junior out of Williamsport, Maryland. Beautiful part of Western Maryland. Inside 4 minutes to go here in this 3rd and goal. A couple of run plays have not gotten much. Back to pass. Has time. Now flush from the pocket. He's got some running room. And he's down. Down at the 1. Down inside the 1-yard line. Basically down at the goal line. As the quarterback, Knight, had all kind of running room and finally got upended. But not until the last moment. Will Stevenson take a timeout? I mean, can't take them with you. They got all 3. And they'll call their, I have to believe they're calling their timeout. And they will call a timeout with 2:58 left here. Talk about this 4th and goal play. Bridgewater 14, Stevenson 12, at least at the moment, here on FloSports and the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network.
Delaware Valley 38-9. Shenandoah defeated Methodist 25-6. Salisbury defeated Washington Lee 42-21. And Burnup defeated Virginia University Literature 23-7. In addition to this game, there's also games right in North Carolina as Greensburg differed
4th and goal play upcoming for Stevenson. Knight with both Parker and Closer with him. I don't understand when you need a quarter of a yard why you're going to basically start with the football at the 5, taking the shotgun snap. But that's what they do. Closer's into the end zone. It still works out for him. I thought he was in. But the referees, I don't think, say he got in. The referees say he didn't get in. Wow. Oh, now they say touchdown. All right. From up here, it sure looked like he got in. So Stevenson has their first lead after the touchdown, 18-14. Self-inflicted wounds by the Eagles. Turnovers, penalties, ineffective offense. They'll run down the case of symptoms. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Mustangs go up by 5. 19-14 is your score. With 2:48 left here in the half, and the Eagles are going to have to make something of this drive because Stevenson starts with the football to start the second half. I know I've said it a couple of times, but it bears repeating in a football game that the Eagles were up 7-0, up 14-7, and now I've watched the Mustangs reel off 12 straight. Brendan Robinson trying to make something happen for the Eagles. On the last kickoff, got hit from behind, fumbled the football, and it put the defense right back out on the field. So now it's been 36 offensive plays for Stevenson, 17 for Bridgewater. Still do time of possession? They do. 19-22 to 7:50. That's brutal. Eagles are 0 for 3 on third down. Meanwhile, Stevenson's 4 out of 8. Kickoff, Robinson will bring it out again. 10 to the 15, to the 20. Still on his feet at the 25 and then brought down there. Flags on the play. Probably against Stevenson from where it is. So how will they enforce the penalty? They make them kick it again or just give the Eagles 5 yards? They'll just give the Eagles 5 yards.
We had kicking team offside, number 5. The 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run.
So the Eagles will start at their own 31-yard line. Bateman? No. Dragovich in at quarterback, handoff up the middle, some decent running room. As up the middle for the Eagles was Wyatt Jervis. So Dragovich, the senior, in at quarterback. 6'3", 215 out of Roanoke. Dragovich has trips here on the near side, one up top. He'll move Jervis from left to right. Sam awaits a snap. Back to pass. Now loads up, being hit, and he'll fall forward. So he gets sacked, but he does get back to the 35. And I believe a timeout. Timeout, Bridgewater.
Number 12, Sam Dragovich, the ball carrier for Bridgewater.
So with 1:54 left, this is big. You had to do something with this drive. Interesting, it's not Bateman out there. He is in the very back of the huddle. As the Eagles talk over this third down and about, says 6 on the scoreboard. It's every bit of that, if not 7 almost. Eagles have to get up to the 41. Football resting with the very nose of the football at the 35. Bridgewater with 2 of their timeouts left. The Mustangs still have 2 timeouts. And with their quick strike ability, maybe, you got to be careful. Dragovich trips, bunched up top. Brown by himself down here on the near side. Going to throw it. He's got Brown. Brown makes, he dropped it. Brown had it, and he dropped it. Dragovich dropped it right in the bucket, and Brown couldn't hold on. Wow. That is a killer. Now the Eagles have to boot it away again. Grant back to receive. Buck 48 and 2 timeouts for the Mustangs. Snap's a good one. Kick high. Booming kick. Fair catch called for. And Grant loses it, but then gets it. Dropped it for a second, but able to fall on it. Eagles were right there, had it squirted free whatsoever, but it's right at the 25. .139 is what is left on the first half clock. Here's Stevenson. Knight, 7 of 11, 134 yards. Looking good. He's back there with the other running back, shall we say. He's got Emmons to his left. Now they run Tatum on. It's the extra wide receiver. And Stevenson has to call a timeout because they didn't know who was supposed to be on the field and who wasn't. And that's kind of a killer if you're Stevenson, because with 2 timeouts and a $139, who knows? But they've really shown some abilities to throw the football downfield. Seth Parker, they've got weapons. Seth Parker, Dylan Johnson, both very good wide receivers. Defense will be tasked again with making some plays. Knight with Emmons beside him. Hands it off. Emmons will try the right side, and he gets brought down immediately. Little to no gain. They'll give him a yard. And another timeout. This one by Bridgewater, as they perhaps see an opportunity.
Lots of other Bridgewater College teams in action today. Both soccer teams, the men's soccer team was victorious, picking a 6-1 win at home here. The women's soccer team was over the road and fell through tickets in Pennsylvania.
1:34 left on the clock. Football at the 26. Eagles should have one timeout left. Mustangs should have one left. Scoreboard says 3 and 2. So let's see, is Stevenson going to throw it downfield? They have the opportunity. Knight has shown some ability. And Seth Parker is a real weapon. He's out here on the near side. Back to pass. Looks, now thought he was going to run for it. He is. Nope, now backs up, backpedals, throws downfield. Incomplete. A lot of dancing, but incomplete. Thought he was going to run for it and maybe would have gotten some positive yardage out of it. But all they did was get time off the clock and no yardage. And the clock stopped with the incomplete pass. 3rd and 9 now with 1:24 left. Knight. Emmons in the backfield. Takes a 3rd down snap, back to pass, has time, throws to the near side. Emmons makes the catch, tries to get to the sideline, and he does. But shy of the 1st down. It is 4th and 2. And they'll have to kick it away. With $1:16 left. So here's the 4th and 2. Tate Leach back at his own 28-yard line. Wobbly kick, he calls a fair catch. And it looks like it'll bounce out of bounds, and it will at the 32-yard line. 33, okay. So the Eagles will have 1:06 to operate with, and I believe a single timeout. Who will lead the Eagles offense? It'll be Bateman. So Jasir sends 2 wide up top. Two here on the near side, empty backfield. Bateman back to pass, quick to the outside. It's Brown, and he'll go out of bounds after being shoved out of bounds by Stevenson's Elijah Cobbs. It is a 1st down. Bateman looks to the sideline for the play. Exactly 1 minute left here in the half. Bateman takes the snap. Here comes the rush. Throws to the outside. Catch made by Robinson. Still, they'll say he went down to a knee. And Bridgewater will call, I believe, their final timeout. Final timeout for the Eagles. Well, they said the Eagles have one more after this. Okay. We'll take it. I want to say a special thank you to some of the Eagles sponsors, the Crimson and Gold partners, Shenandoah Valley Regional Airport, Sign Pro, and Smiley's Ice Cream. On a typical Saturday, we could leave here and go over to Smiley's. I would assume they'll be closed by the time we leave tonight. Just a guess. More of a hunch. Second down and 10 with 54 seconds on the clock. Bateman will have Robinson in the backfield with him. 2 wide on each side. Eagles offensive line trying to point out who they got and who they don't. Looks like Stevenson was ready to come. Bateman is flush from the pocket on the run. Now tries to cut, and he gets hit after losing his footing. Eagles with a quick, trying to hurry up here, heading towards 30 seconds. 3rd and 10. Bateman pointing something out with 25 now. Boy, taking forever. Now takes a snap, back to pass, steps up in the pocket, fires over the middle. The catch is made by Tate Leach, and he's immediately thumped down at the 39. Clock stops briefly at 14 seconds, and they'll stop the clock with the spike. Football at the 40 with 13 seconds left after Leach made the catch over the middle. His second catch of the evening. Robinson will remain in the backfield. Trips to the left. Brown alone here on the near side. Bateman back to pass, loads up, throws. He's got Brown. Brown has the catch, angles for the sideline, and he's out of bounds. Near the 20 with 7 seconds left. Eagles pushing the football downfield. Again, an important drive simply because they don't get to start with the ball in the second half. Just 7 on the clock, though, here. 5 wide, 3 up top, 2 here on the near side. Bateman back to throw over the middle. Intercepted at the 10 to the 15, 20. Head of steam down the sideline. I don't know if they're going to catch him. On the run, heading to the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown for Stevenson's Matthew Berry, the 230-pound linebacker out of California, Maryland, with a pick six of about 96 yards. "85 yards is what they'll call it. Timeout Stevenson. Up by 9 now, by 11, 25-14. Eagles with a lot of self-inflicted wounds here in this first half. Going to have to clean it up. See if the offense can get a little more on track. Never really had much of a running game. Passing game been a little hit or miss. Bateman now 12 of 17 with the pick and the TD. 167 yards. So the completion rate at near 71%. But the Eagles' rushing attack has not been much. Less than 30 yards on the ground. Extra point upcoming. They'll try the 1 point. That will put them up by 12. Snap down, kick up, and it is good. And that's the final play. That is the final play of this first half. It is the extra point. 26-14 the lead for Stevenson as we hit halftime. It's Bridgewater College football on FloSports in the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network.
welcome to the field the pride of Bridgewater College, your Screamin' Eagles marching band. Our big news for the season is that the Screamin' Eagles have been invited to perform in Rome in December of 2026. Since this is our first game, we want to introduce you to our amazing student leadership team. The drum major is Estrella Ramos. The executive officer is Abigail Ferguson. Brass captain and tuba section leader is Nick Rhodes. Guard captain is Amy Corbin. The battery captain is Jeffrey Robinson. The front ensemble captain is Brendan Bradbury. The clarinet section leader is Waverly Marshall. The piccolo section leader is Asen Height. The alto saxophone section leader is Erica Beck. The tenor saxophone bass clarinet section leader is B.J. Kirkpatrick. The mellophone section leader is Italy Hoover. The trumpet section leader is Shelby Harold. The trombone baritone section leader is Mackenzie Patton. The bass drum section leader is Archer Shoup. And the feature twirler is Skylar Park. Our equipment team is managed by Matthew Wheaton. Equipment team members are Bryson Campbell, Haley Penner, Elijah Lowe, B.J. Kirkpatrick, Sebastian Bandel, and Patricia Long. Our uniform team is Carly Dove and Mackenzie Patton. Please give a round of applause to all of our student leaders. Tonight, we invite you to rock with the Screamin' Eagles as we bring the music of Metallica to life in our halftime show. Get ready for power, precision, and pure metal energy. We begin with Sad But True from the Black Album with driving beats and heavy riffs setting the tone as the band transforms the field into a wall of sound. Sad But True leads right into movement 2, the climactic finale of the song 1 from the album, and Justice for All. Drum major, Estrella Ramos, it is time to rock. Take it away. are now kicking into overdrive with Master of Puppets from the album of the same name, known as one of the greatest heavy metal songs of all time. Watch as the Screaming Eagles push the tempo to the limit in this song, which gained a wider audience in 2022 after it was featured in the Season 4 finale episode of Stranger Things. The ultimate crowd favorite, Enter Sandman from the legendary Black Album. The second you hear that first note, you'll know it's time to shake the stands. Enjoy the Screaming Eagles unleash this metal classic. We hope you enjoyed our show. Let's hear it one more time for your Screaming Eagles marching band.
You left your cold water up here. You want your cold water there, you come back up. Gentlemen, have your attention. The 1980 Bridgewater football team achieved success that inspired many who witnessed it and continue to cherish it today. Welcome at home, the institution's first of 7 Erdoc championships, and the only one under longtime coach John Spencer's leadership. Spencer was named the Erdoc Coach of the Year, leading Bridgewater to 6-3 overall record, including a 4-1 mark in Erdoc play. Dwayne Harrison was an all-Erdoc performer, quarterback and punter. Running back David Wellman, along with John Dwyer and John Hunlow, and wide receiver, gave Harrison many weapons. Jeff Curry, an all-Erdoc center, anchored the offensive line. Although Harrison was injured in the preseason and missed 3 games in the regular season, Jeff Jones answered the call of the Eagles to 2 straight wins to open the season. The Eagles would go on to win the final 4 games this season in their final Erdoc contest against the favored Randolph-Macon. The Eagles trailed by 10 points with the Yellow Jackets poised to score once again. But Bridgewater recovered a fumble at the goal line and drove 99 yards to the end zone for a 10-7 score. Harrison and company followed up with 20 unanswered points. The Yellow Jackets came storming back to cut the deficit to 2 points, 27-25. Randolph-Macon appeared to have the momentum in their subsequent drive until Kevin Holy intercepted the pass to stop it. The conference title was secured. The Eagles finished the season by winning a non-conference bout against Catholic 34-31, bringing their record to 6-3. Kevin Woolley ended the year with 7 interceptions, and Gerald Benjamin had 9 to break BC's single-season record. BC had 5 first-team All-Erdoc selections, including Bridgewater College Athletics Hall of Famer Dwayne Harrison, who earned a selection as a quarterback and a punter. Harrison's name is scattered across the program in conference record book, including the record for all-time career punt yardage, 8,832 yards. Gerald Benjamin was another first-team selection during the championship campaign, along with Jeff Cole, Jeff McCurry, and David Wellman. In recognition of their achievements, the 1980 football team has been deemed worthy of induction into the Bridgewater College Athletics Hall of Fame as a team of distinction. Several members of that team have passed away. They include David McNatt, Jerry Dow, Chuck Smith, Gerald Benjamin, and Dwayne Harrison, a BC Hall of Fame inductee in 1997. Head coach John Spencer also passed away in 2021, but he's represented here today by his daughter, Karen Spencer McCormick. Assistant coach Carlisle Whitelow, a 2001 BC Hall of Fame inductee, passed away in 2021. He's represented here today by his family. Now I ask you to please join us in a moment of silence to recognize those members of that team who have passed. Thank you. We'd like to recognize assistant coach and 2012 BC Hall of Fame inductee James Holvey, who could not be with us today. Now we'll recognize the 1980 team members in attendance today. Number 11, Jeff Jones. Number 12, Pete Ritchie. Number 17, Jeff Rohaley. Number 23, Richard Morgan. Number 24, David Wellman. Number 30, Keith Schaefer. Number 32, Rod Johnson. Number 35, Ryan Fitzgerald. Number 40, Charlie Gunner. Number 41, Dan Callahan. Number 42, Al Price. Number 45, Hal Duff. Number 50, Jeff McCurry. Number 55, David Boucher. Number 56, John Cole. Number 61, Steve Mallow. Number 64, David Spires. Number 65, Jesse York. Number 70, Robert Kostock. Number 72, Eddie Mullins. Number 76, Joe Spinelli. Number 80, Rob Abernathy. Number 81, Jeff Clark. Number 83, Johnny Dwyer. Number 85, Carl Bindenball. Number 86, Scott Howerton. Number 89, Dan McBride. Fans, how about another round of applause for newest members of Bridgewater College Athletic Hall of Fame, the 1980 ERDAC champion football team.
Bridgewater honoring one of its latest teams of distinction, this time the 1980 football team, ODAC champs. They gained the new member today, does the Hall of Fame, inducted into the team of distinction wing during a halftime presentation that you just saw. The squad secured the first of Bridgewater's 7 ODAC championships with a 4-1 record in league play, led by the conference's coach of the year, John Spencer. The team featured 5 all-ODAC performers, including BC Hall of Famer Dwayne Harrison. Eagles going to need some sort of Hall of Fame performance here in the second half. They trail 26-14 and have not really looked up to the task since about midway through the first quarter. Since then, it's been a lot of frustration, a couple of huge turnovers, both leading to scores. And Eagles offense really not quite doing a whole lot. Defense plagued by penalties. And here we are. Virginia Tech leads Vanderbilt 17-7. NC State beat UVA 35-31. Last night, of course, Louisville beat JMU 28-14. VMI crushed Ferrum 42-7. In men's soccer, Bridgewater beat John Jay 6-1. Women's soccer, BC fell 2-0 to Dickinson. Volleyball, there's a split today for volleyball. BC was defeated by nationally ranked Trinity, and then they defeated William Patterson. And I want to say this is field hockey. St. Mary's 2, Bridgewater 1. Eagles will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see if the defense figured anything out. Because I tell you, the Stevenson offense was a clicking. Jalen Knight, 8 of 13 in the first half, 141 yards. But it was really also that rushing. Clouser with 31, Parker with 14, Emmons with 12, Knight with 9. Parker with 2 catches, but good for 80 yards. Johnson 3 catches for 32, Tatum 2 for 22, and Emmons with a single catch in that first half. On the Bridgewater side, Bateman was 12 of 17 with a touchdown and an interception. 71% of his passes with a rushing game. Robinson's 10 yards leads the team. Yikes. They will kick it away. It'll be Grant awaiting the boot. End over end kick. Drives Grant into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. Oscar Whiteley might have been shaken up on that play as he comes out. The Eagles will send Jordan Harper back out there. Knight. Is Clouser with him in the backfield. Tatum here near side. 2 wide up top. First down snap. Goes to Clouser. Tries the outside. Cuts it up the middle. Big running room. Gets hit by Harper, but only after about a 7 or 8 yard pickup. Huge run there for Clouser as he nears 40 yards on the evening. Second and about 3. 2 wide up top, 1 here on the near side. Handoff again, straight up the middle. Again, yardage, big yardage again. And there's a flag in the middle of the field as he races down inside the 40 down to the 30-yard line. And one of the Eagles is hurt. And a flag right in the middle of things, and it might be coming all the way back. But one of the Eagles is hurt. We'll see who they're tending to over there.
Fans, don't forget this year's Eagle Golf Classic is played for Oklahoma weekend on Friday, October 10th. Please check out the poster in the game day program or hit BridgewaterEagles.com.
Both teams will huddle up, take an opportunity to talk things over.
2 fouls on the play, both holding on the offense.
2 holding play penalties.
Holding number 51
So
will be accepted.
2 holdings.
10 yards, first down. Second down, correction.
Yeah, was trying to give him a first down. Can't go backwards 10 yards and get a first down. So they've marked the ball back to the 22. For the Eagles, it looks like Ryan Mundy, the sophomore linebacker, who played his high school ball at Wilson Memorial. And he looks like the guy who's being assisted off the field. Mundy, 6 tackles last season as just a freshman. Moved up the depth chart onto the 2 deep for the opener here. And now being assisted off the field. Second and a lot. Fakes a handoff, rolls to the near side, throws, catch is made out there, and an immediate tackle, but the catch again made. And it's the guy who's been really burning him here lately, and that's Seth Parker. And Parker is shy And everybody got 3rd down and 2. The 3rd and 2 from the 33, excuse me. Knight. Clouser with him. 2 wide here on the near side. On the 3rd and short. High snap and busting through the line and making the play. What a play, and that's Whiteley, I believe. Oscar Whiteley.
Number 32, Lewis Closure, the ball carrier for Stevenson.
Huge play in the backfield, and Stevenson will have to kick it away.
Loss of 5 on the play. Brings up 4th down for the
Tate Leach back to receive the kick.
And Stevenson is in punt formation from the 59-yard line.
Snap's a good one. Kick is away. Pretty kick, fair catch called for, and Leach makes it, and now a flag. What is the flag?
During the kick, we have a block in the back of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty.
So block in the back, another penalty for the Eagles. 6th penalty whistled against the Eagles in the ball game.
Puts the ball at the penalty at the 30-yard line. 1st down,
1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 30-yard line. Bateman with Robinson in the backfield. Will hand it off to the motion man, Tate Leach. He'll reverse course. Finds a little bit of a lane. He's to the 40. Cuts back up the field up to the 45-yard line. A 15-yard sidewinding run for Tate Leach. Ran about 30 yards to get 15, but it pushes it all the way to the 45. And after Leach reversed course, he had some green. Looked like he was angling towards the sideline. Brown up top. Now a man in motion. Handoff, Robinson picks his way up the middle and will get brought down after a short gain of 2 to the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Oh, they gave him a nice spot. Up to the 48-yard line. So 2nd and 7.
3 on the play. Puts the ball at the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 7.
Eagles trailing by a dozen. First offensive series of the 2nd half. Sends the tight end in motion. Back to pass. Bateman over the middle. Catch is going to be made by Brown. Short gain. But Brown makes the catch, his 8th reception of the ball game. And for Brown, that's pretty darn good. Guy had 24 catches last year. He's got a 3rd of that here in game number 1. 3rd down and 3. See what the Eagles dial up. 2 wide up top. Brown alone here on the near side. Robinson the lone setback. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Big running room for Bateman as he stumbles and rumbles inside the 40 down near the 35 before finally being tripped up. That's kind of gotten lost a little bit here, is his ability to run. But he uses his feet to pick up the 1st down here. Leach in motion from left to right. Bateman back to pass, plenty of time, loads up, has Leach by himself but overshot him. Oh, he had him wide open. Wide open and overshot him. That was an easy 6. 2nd and 10. Some blown coverage, and Tate Leach would have been able to walk in. Ten on the play clock as they come to the football. Bateman moving people around. Will take it himself. Runs behind a blocker on his feet and gets dragged down after a gain of about 4, almost 5.
Stop by number 10, Matthew Berry, and number 50, Josiah Hardy.
So third down and a long 5 for the Eagles. The football's just over, or just inside the 32. They need to get down to the 26. Too wide here on the near side. Bateman will again keep it up the middle, and he'll go inside the 30. Tackle made on the inside by Stevenson's Gabriel Shanks. Fourth down, I'm assuming the Eagles are going for it here. Kind of in that weird no man's land here on a 4th and 4 or 3. See what the Eagles elect to do, needing about 4 yards. Too wide up top, including Welch, who had a couple of catches early, but has not been involved since. Send the tight end in motion, high snap. Bateman throws, catch is made, first down, it's Welch. As Bateman falling down, throws it, slings it sidearm, and gets it to Welch. Evan Welch's third catch is a big one. Gets the Eagles inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line, and keeps this drive going. But the high snap and a hefty pass rush. Bateman had to just get it off and had enough mustard. It's impressive to get it to Welch. Back to pass. Bateman throws towards the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Seeing Brown maybe on some different land there. Different idea where he was headed. It'll be 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 8:04 here in this third quarter. Eagles down a couple of scores here. Trying to find something. Handoff, Robinson trying to pick his way through, still on his feet, and fights his way to the 21. So he'll get 43 yards on the play. Third down and 7. So on 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. At the Stevenson 21. Down by a dozen. Too wide up top. And now a timeout. Eagles need a timeout. It's an important play.
Timeout, Bridgewater. First down and a half.
They need to talk it over.
There's about 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Again, Brown with.
17,
I think Vanderbilt is now up to 10 points. I think I heard 17-10. I think. Brown with 8 catches in this one. He has 8 of the 14. Yeah, 14 completions for Bateman. 8 of them have gone to Brown. Welch with 3 catches, Leach with a pair, and Robinson has 1. Bateman has become the leading rusher for the Eagles with 18 yards. This drive is going to help as far as time of possession that was so awfully lopsided in that first half. Third down play. Bateman back to pass. Throws over the middle. Catch is made inside the 10 and rocked out of bounds. Welch with another catch. So Evan Welch will move the sticks again. The second time he's converted the first down for him. Crossing pattern. Makes the catch, turns it upfield, and pushes him into a first and goal situation from about the 8.
13-yard gain on the play. That moves the ball down the 8-yard. In words, another first down, Bridgewater.
Both backs in the backfield, Jervis and Robinson. It'll be Robinson up the middle, and oof, boy, there was a lane, and it closed quickly. I think they'll give him the 5, just shy. They'll only give him the 6. Oof, 2-yard pickup. Second down and goal after getting him to the 6. Jervis will come out. Tate Leach comes into the huddle. Substitution on the other side. 14 on the play clock as they break the huddle. Bateman has Welch here by himself down low. 2 up top. It's a handoff, trying the corner and dragged down from behind. Horse collar, I bet. I bet it's a horse collar. As dragged down from behind was Tommy Nelson. Oh, they call face mask. I thought it was horse collar. Automatic first down at the 1-yard line. So first and goal from the 1. If I'm Bateman, I'm calling my own number here. A lot of beef behind him. Oh, he hand off to the second man through, and that didn't work out. And a suplex in the backfield is going absolutely nowhere. It was Nelson. Again, I don't understand when you need a yard why you start a play 7 yards back. Doesn't make any sense to me. When your quarterback took the snap, he was closer to the end zone than when you handed it off. And now, second and goal from just inside the 5. Yeah. Nelson, the backfield. Bateman, quick throw to the corner. Touchdown. Brown with the catch. So Brown with another touchdown. And Ian Brown has his second receiving touchdown. He has all 3 of Bridgewater's scores. Yeah, Brown. The extra point is good. 26-20 after Bateman's make that Brown's third touchdown of the ball game. A 5-yard TD pass, and the extra point is good. So Bateman now 16 of 23, 2 touchdowns in the interception. Brown 9 catches, 116 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. He also has a rushing touchdown of 6 yards. And hopefully, that gave the defense a little bit of a rest. As time of possession, 22-13 for Stevenson, 17-35 for the Eagles. So a little closer. Overall plays, dead even now at 42. That had been incredibly lopsided earlier. It's 30-something to 17. Short kick. Fielded at about the 8. To the 15. To the 20. Still on his feet. To the 25. Caught from behind. And they'll mark it right at the 25. Harper credited with a stop after the return there by Grant. And here we go. Jalen Knight will bring him out with Klauser with him. Trips here on the near side, empty up top. Knight takes a snap, gives it to Klauser, and he's going nowhere. Nice is there to make the play. And a player is out on the field. I didn't even see what happened. But he's flat on his back. It looks like a cramp, but at first he looked like he was just completely out. But they're working on a leg. .453 left here in this third quarter. It'll be second and about 12 is what they'll call it after the negative play on first down for Stevenson. The backwards run. Now on crutches, by the way, is Mundy for the Eagles. He had gotten hurt earlier in the game. Ryan Mundy, the sophomore linebacker, played his high school football just a county away at Wilson Memorial. Wilson, big win last night. I believe they won 28-0 over Spotswood. This is a lengthy tending to over here at the 30-yard line. We'll see. Now it looks like they might be helping him up. They do. And that is, if I'm not mistaken, their number one returning receiver, Dylan Johnson. So second and 12 here. Football marked back at the 23. Original line of scrimmage was a 25. Knight in there with Klauser again. Trips here on the near side. One of them is Seth Parker. Now we're ready. They're waiting for him to get off the field. Back to pass. Ball's tipped into the air and incomplete. So pass defensed. That would have been a nice little play had they been able to complete it, but they wouldn't allow it. Another really nice play out there by Ian Lane. The junior out of Williamsport has been pretty good here this evening. Now 3rd and 12. Klauser remains in the backfield. 3 receivers here on the near side. 1 up top. Knight takes a snap. Here comes the rush. He's in some trouble, and he's sacked. Oh, they just bull rushed him. And Aaron Nice drills him. And sayonara to that series for Stevenson. Have to kick it away. The punter standing in his own end zone. Leach just on the other side of the 50-yard line. You signaled fair catch the last couple of times. Snap's a good one. Kick is up. Leach stepping forward, calls fair catch and makes it on the Stevenson side of the field. And if the one referee is going to put it where he's standing, the Eagles will start at the Stevenson 45-yard line on this drive. Down by 5. It's 26-21. Just inside 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Appreciate you joining us here tonight on FloSports and the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. Bridgewater's community partners this year, the Crack Pillar Club, Dick Myers, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Helmuth Builders, Lakeview Golf Club, Parkview Credit Union, Truist Bank, Klein's Ice Cream, and Rockingham Ace Hardware. Bateman takes a snap, back to pass after the play action, throws over the middle. Oh, and the player is knocked down. No flag. Wow. Trying to find Tate Leach, who got knocked down, and no call. 2nd and 10. Brown comes out and coming in for Bridgewater. It's a player not on my roster. We shall see. Bateman takes the snap. Fakes the pass. Now it's over the middle. Catch is made, and inside it's going to be a first down. And 82 makes the catch. He's not on my list. But he makes the catch and then comes right out. But they faked the pass to Robinson, and you got to respect that so much that it opened up the middle, and that's where he found his receiver. Trips here on the near side, one up top. Robinson the lone setback as Bateman is back to pass. Quick throw. Oh, it's intercepted again. And this is going to go down the sideline again. Bateman trying to slow him down. They're not going to get him. Robinson does inside the 30. Oh, Bateman, a couple of huge mistakes here. And another one deep in enemy territory. Turns it over, and this was almost another pick six. You're going in trying to take the lead, and you turn it over, and you set Stevenson up at the 26-yard line on your side of the field. Oh, my.
Intercept return of about 39 yards on that play. Puts the ball down at the 26-yard line. First down for the Mustangs.
So Stevenson will line it up here. Jalen Knight. Hands it to Parker. Parker sheds one tackle, breaks out of another arm tackle, and gets knocked down at the 20. But he picks up 6 yards after almost being stopped for a gain of just 1. Parker's pretty dynamic. That was a wide receiver too, but he just seems to be the most electric guy they've got to hand the football off to. Klauser here on the near side. Takes a snap. He'll break one tackle but won't break the second. He gets taken down on the inside. So third down and about 4. Maybe 3. Yeah, 3rd and 3. From the Eagles' 19. What can the defense do here? Trips on the near side, one up top. Lone setback is Klauser. Knight, back to pass, loads up, fires towards the end zone. Pass is knocked away. Pass perfectly defensed out there by the Eagles' Xavier Edelin. And here comes the field goal unit. The freshman, Micah Vialu, will try the field goal. It is a 36-yard kick. Snap's good, hold is good, the kick is up, and my gosh, that'd have been good from 46. And Stevenson extends its lead, 29-21. So the short field turns into 3 points. The 2 interceptions have given Stevenson 10 points. Now Bridgewater back on offense and taking care of the football. They've had a couple of interceptions, a fumble. They've given Stevenson all sorts of help. And with a $1:28 left here in this third frame, Eagles find themselves down by 8. Bateman up to 207 yards, passing 17 of 26. A couple of touchdowns, but a couple of huge interceptions. One that was returned for a touchdown, the other one that was returned all the way inside the 30 and set up a Stevenson field goal. Kickoff upcoming. End over end kick, going to be back to Robinson. He'll watch it sail over his head. The Eagles will start at their own 25. See what the offense can get done here. Try and find some run game. Been non-existent here tonight. It's really been several years since the Eagles have run the ball effectively, consistently. Tommy Nelson in the backfield now. Bateman takes a snap, fakes the handoff, throws hot shot over the middle to Brown. Good grief. Threw it about 1,000 miles an hour through Brown's fingertips. Brown has 9 catches already. That was a lot to ask. Jeez. A couple of Eagles coming in. Jervis will come in as one of them. And Wyatt has only had 1 carry. He went for 6 yards. 2 wide here on the near side, 1 up top on the 2nd and 10 play. Now they send the man into motion. Bateman takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the near side. Now still in some trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Huge loss. Nobody open and nowhere to go for Jasir Bateman. And this drive continues to go backwards. Football back at the 19, and it'll be 3rd and 16 for the Eagles. See what they dial up. 4 receivers wide. Now a man in motion. That's Tate Leach. Bateman back to pass. Here comes the rush. He's in trouble. Throws it to the outside. Catch cannot be made. So he threw it short. Just Eagles will have to kick it away.
Down for Bridgewater. 4th down and 16 from the 19-yard line.
Big opportunity here for the return man, Devin Grant. Grant stands at his own 42. Grief. High, but short kick. And Grant calls a fair catch and makes it. Just inside his team side of the 50-yard line. So Stevenson, another opportunity with good field position. And Stevenson will try and add on to what's already an 8-point advantage, as the third quarter will soon evaporate. 22 seconds left in this third frame. Knight with Klauser beside him. Too wide here on the near side, including Parker. Fakes a handoff, back to pass. Now in some trouble, steps up. He's going to run for it, and he's going to head to the sideline and pick up about 2 yards. About 1.5 yards, almost. Well, 2 yards. Second down and 8. Mark it at the 49, just shy of it. Knight, probably a smart move there. That'll be the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books. Stevenson 29, Bridgewater 21. You're watching Bridgewater College football on FloSports and the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. Fourth quarter, first play of the fourth quarter is a 2nd down and 9 for Stevenson, just shy of midfield. Knight sends Klauser from right to left. Now hands it off to him up the middle. Breaks a tackle, breaks a couple more, and he's got the first down. So he dragged a couple of Bridgewater College Eagles for the first down yardage down near the 40. Mark it at the 41-yard line of BC. Big pickup for Klauser. Knight. Again hands it off. Klauser around the left side, finds running room. Gets knocked off his pins, but only after another pretty big gain. Presley was there with the tackle, but kind of late. Second down and just 2. 8-yard pickup. Eagles defense had looked like it had tightened up a bit. Now gashed a couple of times here by Klauser. Tatum here on the near side. Up top is Parker. Klauser up the middle. Bounces off a couple of guys and bent backwards. He should have enough, just enough for the first down, but not much more. Needed 2, and I think he got his 2. Oh, no. 3rd and short. Super short. So here's the 3rd and 1 play. And unless something really goes wrong, you got to believe they'd go for it on 4th down if they didn't get the 1 yard here. Knight, Klauser up the middle. Boy, they got stopped up. This is going to be 4th down.
play by number 5, Amari Preston.
4th and just 1. I mean, it's just basically a yard.
That'll bring up 4th down for Stevenson. 4th down and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Okay.
And it looks like they are lining up for a 49-yard field goal. It's good.
The 49-yard field goal. It's good.
Wow. 32-21 after a 49-yard field goal.
32, Bridgewater 20.
Holy smokes. That kid's a freshman. And, I mean, when he kicked the other one, you could see how much leg he had. And that was 49 and not near the end of his range. Yeah, Vialou out of Annapolis again, the DeMatha product. Wow. Pretty good. .12:05 left here in the 4th. They will kick it away. Will Stevenson. Will they kick it to Brendan Robinson? Let's see. End over end kick. And out of the back of the end zone. So the Eagles will take it at the 25. Eagles got to make something happen here. Time becoming an enemy as well. Down again by 2 scores. 32-21. I have to assume if they score a touchdown, that's assuming a lot, that they would go for 2. Be the assumption. Bateman with 2 men in the backfield with him. Sends Robinson out in motion. He'll throw the other direction. Catch is made over there by Welch, and he'll pick up about 2 yards. So Welch with the catch. Jones credited with the tackle. Give him about 3. Trips here on the near side now. Robinson alone setback. As Bateman points something out to the line. Now takes the snap. Back to pass. Bateman flush from the pocket. Stays. That's on the sidelines. Catch made. Yes, it is. That's Welch again. And he's right at the sticks. He is right at the sticks, and they'll say first down, I think.
7-yard gain on the play. That moves the ball to the 35-yard line where it's a first down, Bridgewater.
That pushes it to the 35. 2 wide up top for the Eagles. Bateman fires. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Intended for that man again. Second and 10 now. Clock stops on the incomplete pass at 10:43. Two wide on the far side. Welch and Brown. Bateman fakes the pass. Now in some trouble. Evades the rusher and throws it into the ground. An incomplete pass. Closest man to it was somebody who's already returned an interception for a touchdown, Matt Berry. And now 3rd and 10. Eagles got the 1 first down and now facing a big 3rd and 10 here. Got to run Jervis off. Trips up top. Brown by himself down here on the near side. Robinson in the backfield. Low snap. Bateman back to pass. Falls. No, he threw it to Robinson, who's got it. Curls back up the field. He'll be knocked down at the 40. He got half the yards he needed. Bateman somehow got it out of his hand. And the Eagles get 5 yards. And it looks like they're going to have to go for it, or decided to go for it. Problem is, if I'm not mistaken, did you just take Evan Welch out? He's been the guy converting all sorts of first downs for you. No, Evans out there. He's in the middle of the trips here on the near side. One up top. They send Leach into motion. Bateman back to pass. Here comes the rush. Gets it off. Catch is made by Robinson. He'll have the first down and more as he's shoved out of bounds in Stevenson territory down by the 45-yard line. Eagles convert. Keep the drive alive. Football at the 45. New set of downs for the Eagles. Trips again here on the near side. One up top. Welch's lone setback. Bateman back to pass. Throws. Catches made in the middle of the field. Spinning, tumbling, and falling forward is Brown. As Brown to pick up 7 or 8 yards on the first down catch. His 10th catch of the game. No huddle. Nelson in the backfield, moving from one side to the other. Bateman takes a snap. Here comes the rush. He's in trouble. Steps up, still on his feet, falling forward, and he'll get maybe a half a yard. But positive, not negative play. The 3rd and short for the Eagles here. Could not afford a sack there. And somehow he felt the pressure, stepped up, and was able to at least turn it into a little something, even if it was just the original line of scrimmage. Clock ticking. About 8:25 left. Leach will swap spots, and now a false start. Too much moving around for the Eagles up front. The Eagles are moving backwards. Call the penalty on Roberts, but there was just so much going on pre-snap. So now it's 3rd and 7. Make this a little more difficult. Pushed back out beyond the 40. Too wide here on the near side. Bateman loses the snap. Throws it quickly. Gets it to Tate Leach. Leach still on his feet inside the 40. And that'll at least set him up with a doable 4th down. And Leach is down. So it's about a 4th and 4 after the Leach catch. I mean, Bateman has made some just acrobatic passes out of necessity. Not design, but necessity. .747 left on the 4th quarter clock. Eagles down by 11, 32-21. And now Leach is able to get up, walk off over under his own power. Big catch for him. 3 catches for Leach, 3 for Robinson, 6 catches for Evan Welch, 10 for Brown. And now on a 4th and 4. The Eagles are awaiting them. Jervis in the backfield. Trips up top. And here's the 4th down play. Second attempt at a 4th down conversion. They got the last one. Bateman takes a low snap. Will run it himself. Has the room. He's there. First down. Bateman takes it himself. Figuring everybody's looking for a pass. Everybody's going to be in coverage. There might be an opening. Bateman's fleet of foot enough to get there. He gets it inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line to continue the drive. Time is ticking, though. Down towards the 7-minute mark. Jervis again, the lone setback. 2 wide here on the near side. Fakes the handoff, back to pass. Bateman fires towards the corner, out of bounds. Looking for Evan Welch and overshot him. Second down and 10, but that will stop the clock with 6:55 left. Eagles down a pair of scores. Bateman, a couple of touchdowns, but a couple of big interceptions. One of them returned for a touchdown. 85-yard touchdown return. Bateman back to pass. Throws. And it is incomplete. Nicely defensed out there on the corner by Stevenson's Darius Henderson. Trying to get it out to Atwood, I believe, on that play. It's now 3rd and 10. Now they send him out. Trips here near side. One man wide up top. Robinson, the lone setback. Takes a snap, back to pass. Here comes the rush. Bateman in some trouble, and he's going to be sacked. He lost the football. And it is picked up by Stevenson and returned to near the 50-yard line. So another turnover for the Eagles. 4th of the game. With 6:39, it's looking awful bleak. Cheerleaders asking the defense to do exactly what the Stevenson defense just did, take that ball away. That would be helpful, but it has not happened. Knight has Emmons in the backfield with him. Hands it to him. He'll try the right side. He's got a little bit of running room, and he'll pick up about 5 yards on the first down tote. 2nd and 5. Edward Emmons, 5'8" sophomore. Played his high school football at Delaware Military Academy. And all the time, smartly being used. There's no need for a sense of urgency here on Stevenson's part. Up by a couple of scores. Trips here on the near side. Moves Emmons from right to left. Hands it to him again, up the middle. Has a little bit of a seam.
Number 22, Edward Emmons.
They'll get about 2 or 3 yards. Yeah, about 3 yards and make it a 3rd down and 2. Nothing fancy. They'll run over the right side. Eagles making some substitutions. Coming out was Baylor Jones. Coming in, Andrew Brown. On the 3rd and 2 play. Eagles need a big stop here. Knight. Back to pass. Now rolls to the outside. Now trapped to the inside. Throws off a back foot. Knocked away. And now a flag.
Pass is incomplete. Penalty flag on the play.
So what do you do here if you're the Eagles? Because it's 4th down. So they decline the penalty, keep the 4th down.
4th down for Stevenson. 4th down and 3. Left down for flex formation.
I know it'd put you in a weird spot, but I'd like to see him try and kick it from here. Just for the heck of it. Good snap. Kick is away. High, short. Bounces, but great bounce. Oh, did he play that perfectly? And it's inside the 10, down at about the 8-yard line. They can make it the 9. Eagles have 91 yards to go if they want to wind up in the end zone on the other side. Only 4:41 left here in this 4th quarter to make up an 11-point deficit.
Scoreboard update. Midway through the 3rd period, Virginia Tech 20, Vanderbilt 10.
Hearing that Virginia Tech on top of Vanderbilt now, 20-10. Nice bounce back for Tech after the opener. Bateman with Robinson beside him, 2 wide on each side. Got to get something cooking here. Haven't really had a very big play in a while. Bateman throws underneath off the fingertips, almost intercepted. Wow. And the Eagles have a player who's down and hurt. And I think it's the center, Jack Morningstar. That is it's already a difficult position to try to fill, let alone what's your number 2 guy look like. And it looks like it'll be local product Logan Randall, sophomore out of Bridgewater, played at Turner Ashby, who will be asked to handle things. Clock at 4:34. Second down play. Another ball that was almost picked off as it bounced around. So Morningstar, who goes out, 6'2", 290. Randall, 6'3", 265. A little more height, a little less girth. And these injuries taking a while to get guys down and off the field. But it seems to be a lot of cramping here. It's not that blazing hot, and you can be lulled into not drinking enough out there. Hope that Morningstar is able to come back. So as the Eagles restart this drive, Bateman now 23 of 39. That's 59%. 247 yards, couple of touchdowns, couple of picks. Brown 10 catches, Welch with 6, 3 apiece for Leach and Robinson. Rushing, Robinson's 18 yards leads the way. Bateman and Leach with 15 apiece. Brown with 6, Jervis with 6, Nelson with 4, and Sam Dragovich with -2. (17) Bridgewater first downs to 11 for Stevenson. They've run 6 more plays, have the Eagles. They've racked up more yards, but the turnovers have been just the murder. They've been the killer. Hasn't helped. 7 penalties, 65 yards. Woof. Time of possession, about a 5-minute difference. Morningstar coming off really, really slow. As I said, the new center, Logan Randall. You have his work cut out for him. Handoff up the middle. Some nice running room for Robinson. Cuts to the outside. Breaks one tackle. Gets rodeoed down shy of the 20-yard line. And it's real close. But just shot. No. Are they moving the sticks? They are moving the sticks. First down. Bateman. Again to Robinson. He'll put his head down and get to about the 21. 2-yard pickup. Two wide up top, 2 here on the near side. Robinson again out of the backfield. Bateman looking it over. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Has some time. Loads up. Throws deep over the middle. Too much. 2 guys coming across. Had both Welch and Tate in the vicinity, but overshot him. Now in the 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 8 play. Bateman. They have to come up with something here. The Eagles are down by 11 with just 3:43 left on the 4th quarter clock. Trips on the far side, 1 here on the near. Bateman back to pass. Fires over the middle. Catch is made. Knocked down after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Eagles will move the sticks up to the 32-yard line. Bateman back to pass. Here comes the rush. Sweeps it out to his running back. Nice cut. And he'll get up to the 40-yard line. Will Tommy Nelson on the reception. So Nelson with a nice run after catch. Gets him to the 40. 2nd and about 2.5. Bateman takes the snap. Quick pass underneath, incomplete. In and out of the hands of his intended receiver. As he was trying to find Ian England, the junior out of Rocky Mount, Virginia. Inside 3 minutes now. This 3rd and 3 play. 2 wide on each side. Lone setback with Bateman. Now he sends him out. Takes the snap. Back to pass over the middle. Catch is made on the run. It's going to be Tate. Can he get down the sideline? Yes. Tate Leach. Touchdown. 60-yard touchdown catch. Tate Leach from just here, Bateman. I assume you got to go for 2 here. Doing the math, you got to go for 2. Eagles will huddle up here. See what they want to run. Just 8 on the play clock. And they want to pump it back up. Timeout, Stevenson. Stevenson needs a timeout to get their men on the field. But the Eagles going to have to draw something up here to get 2. Down 32-27. Trying to make it a field goal game here. The Eagles have 2 of their timeouts left to try and stop Stevenson. Well, the touchdown pass put Bateman over 300 yards, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns. A couple of costly interceptions, though, 26 of 44. Leach, 4 catches for 89 yards and a touchdown. He's the first Eagle not named Ian Brown to score a touchdown. Bateman looks it over with the empty backfield. Sends a boatload of men in motion. And now they're set. Fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself, and he's not going to get there. Did not make it in. Bateman gets stopped just shy of the conversion. The Eagles will have to boot it away. Down by 5. Talked about the need for a big play, and the Eagles sure got it. The 60-yard scoring strike to Tate Leach. And I believe there's another player down.
On the college football scoreboard tonight around the country, late in the third quarter, Virginia Tech 20, Vanderbilt 17.
Oh, 20-17 now, Tech leading Vanderbilt. The Commodores not done yet.
Third quarter, North Carolina 17, Charlotte 3.
North Carolina leads Charlotte 17-3. Trying to give Bill Belichick his first victory. Saw a funny meme after last Saturday when UNC got clubbed and they had placed Bill Belichick's girlfriend into the transfer portal. Maybe she'll come back if they work things out today.
Pittsburgh defeated Central Michigan 45-17. Syracuse 27, UConn 20.
So the Eagles defense is going to need to come up with some answers here. Try and figure things out. Couple of timeouts. But you need a stop or two. You know, it just.
Third quarter, LSU leads Louisiana Tech 10-0.
Let's see. Got to believe the Eagles will kick it away. I could be wrong. But here they go. It is. End over end kick. It's going to find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Stevenson was expecting something else. And now the Eagles D has to go to work.
Third quarter, Oklahoma 14, Michigan 7. Third quarter, Mississippi 3.
Eagles in this ball game with 4 turnovers. And still somehow within striking distance. Stevenson has yet to turn it over. Played a very clean game for a lot of new parts. Knight has operated the controls pretty darn well. Has both of the backs with him in the backfield. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Parker. Parker snowed under. And timeout Bridgewater. Nice, credited with the tackle and a loss of a couple of yards. And BC calls the timeout. 2:43 is where the clock stops. For Stevenson, the attack on the ground. Klauser's 52 yards on 22 attempts. Emmons 19 yards on 7 totes. Parker 17 yards on 5 carries. So it hadn't been lights out, but it's been enough. You sprinkle in Knight, who's 9 of 17. And the offense has been effective enough. They've turned a couple of turnovers into 10 points. Klauser in the backfield with Knight. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Klauser up the middle. Not going to find a whole lot of running room. He's turned backwards. And the Eagles call their final timeout. This is it for the Eagles timeouts. Bryce Davis credited with the tackle. The Concordia Prep product. That's where many of my friends went to high school. It was a little too far away from home. Had to take too much of the Beltway to get to Concordia Prep, which back then was called Lutheran High. So it was Catholic school for me because it was closer to home. .237 is what's on the clock. It is 3rd and 13 according to the scoreboard. Football back at the 22-yard line. What does Stevenson do here? I mean, you're in an interesting situation. And the quarterback hasn't put it in danger. Watch out up top. Seth Parker. Klauser's in the backfield. Knight takes a snap. Back to pass. Throws down the sideline. Incomplete. Well defensed by the Eagles. Bridgewater's Dominic Pettis, the senior out of Blackstone, Virginia, makes the defensive play. And Stevenson's going to have to boot it away. And here we go. Time for excitement. Leach awaits the kick. Standing at his own 38. Good snap. Kick is high, but it's short, very short, and will go out of bounds on the Stevenson side of the field. And the Eagles, where are they marking it? At the Stevenson 40. Wow. That's a huge turn of events for the Eagles. That punt did not net much. Eagles 40 yards away from where they need to be. 2:23 left to go. No timeouts. They used them on defense to get the ball back. Bateman. Trips to the right. Brown by himself up top and Robinson in the backfield. Back to pass. Has some time. Surveys the field. Looks. Now fires out and incomplete. Tried to find a man along the sideline. Atwood could not haul it in. The senior wide receiver played at Warren County. Wildcats, I believe. And it's 2nd and 10. And another player is down. It is Stevenson's Darius Henderson. Eagles want to thank their community partners, Rockingham Ace Hardware, Crack Pillar Pub, Klein's Ice Cream, Dick Myers, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Truist Bank, Helmuth Builders, Lakeview Golf Club, and Parkview Credit Union. The Crimson and Gold partners this year, Smiley's Ice Cream, Sign Pro, and the Shenandoah Valley Regional Airport, and your Eagle partners, Centerra, Partners Excavating, Lance Construction, the Green Valley Book Fair, Door Gorilla, Domino's, BSN Nike, and Bridgewater Retirement Community. Thank you to all of our Bridgewater Athletic 2025-2026 sponsors. Appreciate you tuning in this evening on Flo College, the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. 2nd and 10 play upcoming. Bateman. Trips bunched on the top. Brown by himself here on the bottom. Robinson in the backfield. The 2nd and 10. 3-man front for Stevenson, which is interesting, because I thought at times pressure was fantastic. Robinson spins away from a couple of guys, then get about 3 or 4 yards up the middle. No huddle. 3rd down play here. Now, timeout. Stevenson calls timeout. Didn't want to get caught there with that no huddle. Two minutes exactly on the clock. Not sure what the Stevenson coaching staff is having a chat with the referees about something. Not sure what that is. Still chewing a couple of referees' ears over there. The Stevenson coaches. They'll call it 3rd and 7 from the 37. Trips here on the near side. Brown up top. Robinson, the lone setback. Tate Leach moves from one side to the other. Robinson back to pass, throws, has a man. Brown cannot come up with it. Had Brown, just couldn't connect with him. And it comes down to this. With a $1:53 left, a 4th down and 7. If it was a little shorter, I'd imagine Bateman would keep it on the ground. But that is not the case. Too wide on each side. Bateman back to pass. Steps up, fires. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of Evan Welch. Welch, hands to his head. Cannot believe he didn't bring it in. And Welch has been the guy who's helped them convert a couple of first downs, but this time, just couldn't come up with it. And Stevenson, unless something tragic happens, ought to be able to salt this one away. Seth Parker being the extra kind of safety guy as they go into the victory formation the Stevenson Mustangs. And the Eagles going to wind up on the wrong end of this one here on opening night. It is very difficult to overcome 4 turnovers. And the Eagles almost did it. Almost did it. Waiting for the play clock to wind almost all the way down. Stevenson playing that clock game. Understands the assignment here. Knight takes a snap, takes a knee. It's actually not Knight for Stevenson. It's Jordan Adams, senior quarterback at Brandywine, Maryland, who's been taking the victory formation snaps. Lived in Maryland a lot of my life. I have no idea where Brandywine, Maryland is. But I've lived in Virginia an awful long part of my life too, and I don't know half the places some of these kids are from in Virginia. So, I got to travel more. It's probably what it comes down to. That'll be this ball game. Stevenson 32, Bridgewater 27 is your final here. Appreciate you tuning in on Flo College and the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. Take a look at some of these numbers here. Eagles 20 first downs to Stevenson's 11. 83 rushing yards for Stevenson, 77 for the Eagles. 326 passing yards for Bridgewater, 152 for the Mustangs. Total offense, 403 yards for the Eagles, 235 for Stevenson. 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles recovered, the 4 turnovers. What Bridgewater could not overcome. 7 penalties did not help. Time of possession, about plus 5 minutes for Stevenson, 32-29 to 27-31. Stevenson ran 62 plays, Bridgewater 73. Stevenson wound up 4 of 16 on third down. The Eagles were 5 of 15. Stevenson was 1 for 1 on fourth down. The Eagles were 3 out of 4. The only one they didn't get was their very final offensive play. 4 turnovers, the story, really, if you look at this one, in a 32-27 defeat at the hands of the Stevenson Mustangs. Come back, wrap this one up, see if we'll talk to Coach Lem. Maybe not. All of that ahead. It's Bridgewater College football on Flo College and the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. Let's take a look at some of the individual statistics here tonight. And for Stevenson, for the visitors, Jalen Knight was 9 of 18 for 152 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Meanwhile, on the receiving end, it was Parker who had the tied for the most catches. Seth Parker with 3 catches, 91 yards. Johnson with 3 catches, 32 yards. Tatum with a couple of catches for 22 yards. And out of the backfield, Emmons with a single catch for 7 yards. Running the ball, Louis Klauser with 23 carries for 52 yards, good for 2.3 yards a carry. 2 touchdowns, though. That's pretty important. Emmons, 7 totes for 19 yards, 2.7 was his average. Parker, 5 carries, 17 yards, 3.4 his average. He did have a touchdown as well. And Knight, 6 carries, 1 yard. I would tell you to do the math, but you know it ain't great. Meanwhile, for Bridgewater, Bateman, 26 of 47. That's 55%. 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, a pair of interceptions. 1 returned for a touchdown and 1 returned inside the 30-yard line, setting up a field goal. On the receiving end, Ian Brown, 10 catches, 123 yards, and a pair of touchdowns through the air. Tate Leach, 4 catches and a touchdown, 89 yards was his total. Evan Welch, 6 catches for 63. Brendan Robinson, 3 catches for 20. Bratburn with a catch for 11 yards. And Nelson with a catch, 1 catch for 8 yards. On the ground, Robinson, 9 carries, 33 yards, 3.7 average. Bateman, 8 carries, 15 yards, just under 2 yards a tote. Leach, a single carry for 15 yards. Brown, a single carry for 6 yards, and that wound up being the first Bridgewater touchdown. So 3 touchdowns on the day for Brown, 1 rushing, 2 receiving. Jervis, a single carry for 6 yards. Nelson, 3 carries for 4 yards. And Dragovich, a single carry for -2 yards. As far as the defense is concerned, the Eagles led by Aaron Nice, 9 tackles in the ball game. Choi finished with 5, and there were 4 players with 4 for the BC defense. Darius Henderson with 8 tackles for Stevenson led the way. A couple of guys with 6. Barry, who also had the interception and touchdown, and then Milligan with 6 tackles as well. Seeing about the sacks. And for Bridgewater, let's see if I can pull that back up here. The Bridgewater defense. A couple of sacks, Green and Nice each with 1. And that was about it. Tackles for loss. Nice. Beer, Singletary, and Lane. I thought Lane had a real nice game this evening for Bridgewater, but just not enough. Eagles couldn't overcome 4 turnovers. They lose 32-27 here tonight to Stevenson. We appreciate you tuning in on Flo College and the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. Now joined by head coach Scott Lim. And, Coach, looking at all the numbers, it's funny. We don't have any stat sheets really, but and you can look at some of the numbers and see some of that stuff and look at that if you want. But and if you look at first downs and all sorts of – you can make the numbers look really, really good. The only problem is the one number that seemed to matter the most, 4 turnovers.
Right, yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, that's a big one. I mean, anytime you don't take care of the ball and and we put ourselves in some tough situations. I mean, Brendan's on the kickoff. Obviously, that's one you want to avoid. I mean, Jay Sears running for his life, on the one that he fumbled there late, and miscommunication on the second interception. And then just before the half, Jay Sears trying to be aggressive and never gonna back off of that. I mean, guy had 47 attempts. We put a lot on him, and he can manage it. It's not unmanageable for him, and so and then I think the stat that probably isn't showing up is probably like a lot of first-time games, it seemed like we had a lot of drops. And I know that we don't necessarily keep those as tight as what they might, but it just and those same people made some really big plays tonight. So it's not that we didn't have guys that had an opportunity to make a play, and and they did, and I mean had some really good moments. I think, gosh, we showed how explosive we can be. And when we do things the right way and we stay on schedule, but like a lot of teams, when you get us off schedule, it becomes really difficult. And still to do that right and still come down to a chance to win it with under 2 minutes to go, and you're playing for the win. I mean, I think that just speaks to the character of our team and the opportunity that's out there for us.
Yeah, didn't give up and kept fighting. I'm curious at the half. I mean, what was the message there? I know you kept them on the field briefly.
Well, and part of that is both teams have to leave through the same area, and so as the home team, we let the visitors go first, and but it seemed like the right move too. Obviously that was a disappointing way to end the half, right? And to have a pick six, and on top of it, our quarterback gave tremendous effort, like. I couldn't see it from where I was at. Maybe you had a better view of it up here, Carl, but gosh, if it was that blue line down there that we're looking at was the end zone, that would have been stopped, right? I mean, it just tremendous effort, and that's the kind of individual that he is. And, and that's why he's an exciting guy to coach, and why our quarterback room is so good. And so, I think, and that was the message to the team. Hey, bad things are going to happen. And we got to be able to flurry those and then take from there and move forward. So, that's what we're going to have to do now, too.
It's funny you talk about drops and missed opportunities, and I'm sure there's a catcher, a play or two Ian Brown would want back, yet at the same time, he gave you 10 catches and scored 3 touchdowns.
That's right. Yeah, no doubt. And, very explosive. I mean, him, Tate Leach, just looking at those top 3 guys, him, Tate Leach, and Evan, just a very explosive night. I don't think this stat is right. I don't think the person that they gave this to, John Snyder didn't have a catch tonight.
We didn't have an 82 on our roster.
Okay, all right. That was Brandon Anderson is who that was, a freshman wide receiver for us who got his first catch of his college career. And so, and then made a great play with the ball afterwards. And so, again, I think it showed, so that was his only catch for 12 yards. And, and so we have the ability to throw it long, right, and catch it long, and we showed that. But then we have the ability to catch it short and take it long, and we showed that as well. And so there are a lot of positives to take. I think, those are difficult to see. I mean, the things that we clearly need to improve on is protecting the passer. We were sacked 3 times between Hove and JC and Sam, but we were close to that way more often, and so.
Jasir made some wild plays.
Some great plays.
Where he got rid of it at the last possible moment.
Yeah, I mean, he had a flip to Brendan one time to the left side. I think Wyatt Jervis maybe had a catch on one. He had a play out here to Evan Welch.
Yeah. That got the first down.
Got the first down. He's falling over.
Yeah.
Evan's running a little in
just
route.
Incredible.
And made a great play. So, I mean, he's a competitor, right? What else can you say about him? He's a competitor, and our team is full of competitors. I mean, in early season, like, you're going to get cramps. We got some cramps. We got some guys that might have some rough nights, as they go about between those leg cramps. And, I think, and it just shows how hard, and intense we were tonight. And so I think that's what hurts the most, right, coming up so short on that is, just the fact that we did come up, we still came up short. We battled and came up that short. So, we'll look at the film and grade it out and get the guys back together on Monday and, make the adjustments we need to make.
Yeah, and I guess was that pretty much kind of the message after the game was, hey, we've got to take a look at this.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's other things that we need to manage, right? Hey, defensively, we can't, in one single drive, we can't get them stopped twice and get silly penalties that progress downfield, and then the next thing you know, it goes from a field goal to a touchdown, and
right
in that scenario, right, that's a 2-point game right now, and now we're kicking a field goal. I mean, again, I mean that, we go from talk about a 10-point swing of being in field goal range and, staying aggressive and to a pick six and, points the other way. That's a big swing there before the half, and I don't remember the exact score, but what it was before the interception. But to add 3 right there would have been really big. And so, there's lots of margin out there for us that we can do to take over.
Coach, appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the fans that watch. I know this is new on the FloSports.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody enjoyed their game, and we'll see you back here in 2 weeks.
All right. Thanks a lot,
thanks so
Coach.
much.
Head coach Scott Lim is the Eagles are here on opening night. Made it a nighttime game here this evening, and the Eagles, though, do come up short here on this contest as they fall 32-27. Appreciate you tuning in here on Flo College and on the Bridgewater Eagles Sports Network. I'm Carl Maganoff saying good night, everybody.